Hi Scorpio, welcome to your monthly oracle reading for February. So this month is going to be a love-focused Valentine special type of reading. I wanted to focus more on your love lives. And love life and romance, it could be love between friends, it could be partners, romantic partners, it could even be family. But this is mostly going to be a romance one because I'm using the Romance Angels by Doreen Virtue, but it really applies to whoever you're thinking about at this moment in time. I also pulled a card for you from the Numerology Oracle card deck and Tony Salerno's Universal Love Oracle Oracle cards. Okay, so I've already pulled them out, so we're not stuck shuffling and you get your messages. So let's get started. Here we go. You have getting to know each other. Okay. Here we are. It is safe for you to love, Scorpio. Beautiful. And you also have playfulness. And there's a repeating message with this card. You also have creativity, okay? So usually when there's a double message, because creativity and playfulness, it's almost the same thing. It's something to pay attention to in regards to your love life, okay? And you also have divine guidance. Beautiful card. Okay, so let's see here. Overall, let's start with, all right. Okay, so I'm getting the feeling for your love lives to get better, whether it's if you're in a partnership or whether you're single. It is asking for you to be more spontaneous in your life, to be more creative, and to be more playful, okay? Don't have such a fixated idea or view of like what love is or how a person should be. Be more open in regards to your love life because you never know like who you could find and get along with. It could be someone that you least expected, okay? Love can come in many different forms. It could be forming from a friendship as well, okay? So it's to develop more of like an open mind in regards to your love life. And that energy will create more abundance and more. The playfulness will attract more people in your life because you'll elevate yourself into a more playful state, a more open state, okay? Open to receive kind of state. So I hope that makes sense to you. But getting to know each other. So you could either already know this person in your work environment. It could be in a group of friends. And it could be like the quiet person in the crowd or maybe someone opposite from you that maybe it's the loud person and you're the quiet person. And in the beginning, you're like, ugh, that person's so annoying, or oh gosh, they're like so quiet, they look so weird. But there might be more than meets the eye to this person. It could be someone you actually connect with on a soul level. So don't be deceived or judged too quickly with what you see and how you see them acting, because we all put a mask in society, right? So we're all not all of us expose like our true selves. That's the truth. So there's something more here that meets the eye. Get it to know this person. Like have a chat with them. Say hi if it's at work. Start like chatting. And already I feel there is a bit of a mystery there. Like you want to know the person more. You want to get to know them. You find them very different. So that's intriguing to you. And it could be in your group of friends. Okay. So the other thing is saying here, spend the quality time together with that other person to get to know them and develop a deeper bond with them, okay? And it's saying if you've been hanging out with friends too much or going out too much in a group setting, it's saying for you to have some alone time to really learn about each other, especially if like a couple, you go out in couples, like in groups of couples, especially in the beginning. It's saying to try and, spend some time alone instead, because you'll get to know a lot more things, and maybe they won't work for you. Maybe they will. Maybe you'll get really surprised there. Okay, so for some of you who have been hurt or like traumatized in your love situations, I feel like a lot of you have closed your heart. So it is saying it's safe for you to love. Okay, open your heart to give and receive highest energy of all. So I think for some of you, someone's trying to get your attention here. And you're like, ugh, whatever, yeah, no, it's not going to work. I'm going to be alone for life type of mentality that you have. But this is for some of you, okay? Some of you, I see you like, you're like, yeah, whatever, I'm not paying attention. They're just trying to play me or something like that. Like, I feel like you're saying that to yourself. And you know, this might actually be a good person and it's worth getting to know each other. So it's saying to, it's safe for you to lower your guard, okay? Don't be afraid that someone's going to hurt you. Nobody really has the power to hurt you. The only power they have is the power you've given them, okay? So, and you have the power to step out of a toxic situation. You also have the power and strength to recover from heartbreak because nothing's permanent, okay? So you always are recovering. Our cells are constantly, you know, we're growing new cells all the time. And same with pain and hurts from the past, that will be healed as well, okay? So I think there's someone here that's actually trying to get your attention, and they seem like a very sensitive and understanding individual. And it's like they're trying to get you to open your heart, but and they know you've been hurt and they're constantly there to prove themselves to you, but you're still like, nope. So I don't know. I could see some of you doing that. And again, you know, once we close our heart, if you close your heart, not only do you leave the good, you leave the bad from coming in, but you also leave the good from coming in, okay? So you prevent the good and the bad from entering. And that doesn't benefit you because then it's like you have nothing at all. So that's not good. But, you know, take your time as well. And you could even express this to the other person. Like, you know, I've been in a relationship, you know, I want to take things slow. Do whatever you have to do. Just kind of, and if you feel that chemistry, you feel there's something there with them, but you're a little worried, then maybe express that. Just say, you know, I just want to go slow kind of thing. So it's safe for you to love, Scorpio, okay? So the other thing I feel like for those of you, you know, you're hard workers, you're really focused on yourself. This is also attracting somebody to you, and they see you like successful and they just admire you for that. I feel like you have a lot of admirers, okay? That's something there for you. And you're getting like a recognition this month or in some, you know, in the area of your love and romance. So, someone's looking up to you, you're being looked up to, and you're being recognized for a job well done. And somebody's really, you know, they're really charmed by your talents and like what you're capable of. They're really attracted to you from that. You have a lot of strength and they like that about you. So it could be that as well, okay? So it's something, take a look around and see, you know, you might be missing someone or some little sign. So have your eyes open. Okay. Recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Okay. And this is coming up with this, be creative. So you remember when we were kids, we talked to everyone. We, you know, picked on the boys picked on the girls. They were being playful, right? When guys were interested in the girl, they were like tugging her hair. It's just like playfulness, right? So don't be afraid to be playful or to flirt. I'm not saying for you to pull somebody's hair off, but I'm just saying like bring in more playful, flirty energy, okay? Don't feel, oh, okay, maybe that person's going to think I like them and I should be more reserved. Don't be afraid of that, okay? So you bring in a lighter sense like of energy, okay? So, I mean, even if you feel someone's disappointed you, this is like a specific situation. It's saying like, okay, there needs to be some forgiveness. And that person, if they've disappointed you, usually people disappoint us. It's not something that's like wrong with us. It's their insecurity or some issue they're having in their life. So maybe this person will come back to you and they don't realize that they've hurt you. So it's saying don't be too strict or hard with that person, okay, to shoo them away, because I feel like they might be really sensitive. So be a little playful, like ask them what they've been up to in their life and just see, you know, like get them to open up. Just be more lighter hearted, okay? So I hope that's making sense for some of you, but I feel like there's been a little bit of a block there on the heart. And maybe it's because you've had struggles in your love and relationship or some experiences you've been through. So whether you're in partnership or not, it's saying to be more playful with your partner, okay? To bring in more creative energy, more loving and attractive energy. Okay, and maybe you need to find more creative ways to do things with your partner. Like maybe it's been a little dull, it's been a little routine. So bring in some creativity to do things together with your partner. Switch it up a little bit, okay? So maybe you go to the same place for breakfast, go somewhere else, like do something totally different. Maybe you could take an art class together or something. But creativity definitely plays a role here. And it's also by you getting involved with something creative you love to do, doing hobbies that bring your heart, bring a smile to your heart. That's going to also help you attract someone because you're focused on doing things that you love, okay? And you can even switch it up a little bit. Like, when you go out, don't go always to the same place. Switch it up a little and see what you could find, okay? So 3s are a number of communication, playful energy, youthful energy, creativity, being spontaneous. It's all of that. It's getting into that childish kind of state, being, doing things that make you happy, okay? So I'm just trying to see what else here. For some of you, I feel like maybe it's creativity is also, it's like the Empress card in the tarot deck. So it's like a new birth of some sort. Maybe some of you might be giving birth, okay? Might be giving birth to a new idea or project. Definitely the planting of seeds, okay? And it could be you creating maybe a vision board of what you want love and romance to look like in your life. Okay, so think of ways of how creativity can apply in your love life, okay? So maybe you need to do something a little bit more fun and out there to meet your partner, to meet the person you seek. Okay, so really interesting card here. And you also have divine guidance. So something you've prayed for, something you've been struggling with, you have the guidance, okay, from your spirit guides, maybe someone that's passed. Somebody's guiding you along the way in your path and in your love life and career, your relationships, everything, okay? So maybe there's something that hasn't taken off yet. It's saying that there's divine timing here, okay? And the 8s are a symbol, like it's like an 8 here that I'm seeing. So it's like prosperity, abundance, it's coming to you, okay? So this is saying it's here, all right? So it's either on its way or it's already around you, okay? And you need to open up and look at it because it's there for you, okay? And this is also a completion of cycles. The 8, it's like, it could even be you paying attention to certain patterns in your relationship, something that you've been doing. So maybe you're getting attracting the same type of person that you don't want. So maybe look at what you're doing, because the 8s are also something that you're doing in cycles. Okay, something keeps repeating. It keeps going back and forth in and out of your life. So pay attention to any patterns that have been present in your relationships and see if you could find ways to switch it up, to do something different, okay? So for example, if you've been the giver and you've been attracting people that just keep taking, maybe you have to set more boundaries. So that's some example for you, okay? Or maybe you've been a little bit too shut off, too strict, and this is coming out, like I feel like this is more for you. You need to be a little bit more lighthearted and playful in your approach, okay? Scorpios could be very powerful. You have strong energy. Okay, you know that about yourself. You don't have to overly show that to the other person to tell them, hey, you can't mess with me. I'm strong. As long as you know that, you know how to have your own back, then nobody can mess with you, okay? You just allow people to act in the way they want to show themselves, and, you're responsible for how you act and what you accept in your life. Okay, so don't be afraid of showing that playfulness, that vulnerability. Okay, nothing has the power to harm you. And you've grown, you've learned from all your relationships in the past. And this is going to help you make better choices going forward, okay? But definitely by, blocking your heart, that's not going to allow the good to come in. It'll block the bad and the good. So really be mindful of that, guys. Okay, so I hope these messages resonate for you. I hope you have a wonderful month. Happy Valentine's Day, and I'll see you next month. Bye-bye.